posting content on my page that it's linked to, a moment would pass by and then it would show up in a message to myself. And I think
you just want to, what you want to do, okay, what you want to do is you want to come right in here to broadcasting, and you want to go to auto posting.
Okay.
And then you actually have, it seems like you have auto posting on for Facebook is what it seems like. So can you go in and check that, because it seems like you have auto posting turned on for Facebook. So if you can come in here and actually check and see if you have auto posting turned on, then you just want to turn that off, because that's what it seems like. Because if I were to do that, let's say if I were to come in and pick this demo bot right here, and then go into auto posting, then if I had Facebook connected, oh, I want to go in and grab that guy's full Facebook page, I'm pretty sure. And I know that ManyChat actually sometime before, they actually had these things turned on automatically for people.
Okay.
But that's what it seems like is happening. What it seems like is happening is you have auto posting turned on, just like this. And this auto posting, that's what would happen is if I turn this on, then now as soon as I post anything to my page, all of my subscribers will get a notification that something has been posted to my page. So you just want to go in and actually turn this off for Facebook. So if you can check that and see that. So just hit this X, just turn them off.
Okay, thank you. Hey, thank you. And that's what I was saying. I was like, oh my gosh, it's got to be something so simple that I'm just overlooking it. But I'm sending myself messages, and I don't want to send my posts. And I guess it's probably going to whoever I've interacted with. Okay.
Yeah, it would be going to everybody. You would have been able to see that by looking here and seeing your settings. It would have been showing you. If you saw that this was no filter, then that means it's going out to all your subscribers every time you post.
Okay. Well, there's only a handful of people who know or who are testing any of the bots I'm working on. So thank goodness it didn't go out to the world, I suppose. Thank you.
You're welcome. But this auto posting is a good feature. You can go in and you can link your YouTube page up, or you can even link somebody else's YouTube channel up. And you can, as soon as somebody updates a video, you could go in and you could actually broadcast this out to people who are tagged. You could go in and link your Twitter up and broadcast this out. And I'm pretty sure you can link any Twitter up. You can just go in and grab somebody's Twitter page. So you could grab like Barack Obama's Twitter page, and you could just ask people, hey, would you like to be updated when Obama tweets? And they're like, yeah. So you have a filter Obama tweet, and then you could just go in and put in Obama's Twitter account here, and then set your filter so that it only triggers out to people who are tagged with Obama tweet. And then now pretty much you're done. And literally your bot could just be like a content aggregation bot, and you're just listening to other pages, because you could go in, literally, I'm pretty sure that you could go into any page, right? I could even go into this fictional character page right here, and I could go in here and I could do that. And then now, as soon as this guy adds a new post, which doesn't look like he does very often. Looks like the last time he did it was back in October. This says November 28th. So maybe this is just a pinned post up here that he's got. And that is just a pinned post. So it looks like he just posted today. He's a real ugly dude too. I mean, here he looks much better here. This is not a good picture, but there he's looking all right there. So it looks like he is posting awesome. He is posting often. So then I could go in and have some tag, right, where, what is this guy's name? This guy's name is Kylo Ren. that Star Wars guy that we seen earlier. So I could go in here somewhere. Let's say I could come in here to myself and I could find John Vaughn. And then I could go add some tag to John Vaughn. Not that I don't have enough tags already. But I could add some tag to John Vaughn called Kylo Ren. And then now I can come back over here to my broadcasting, to my auto posting, and I could add some filter here. Here's that filter where his tag is Kylo Ren. And now only people that are tagged that Kylo Ren, whenever he posts anything to his page, those people will get instant notifications. Only when the page posts itself. So if I go in here, right, and post on this guy's page, I don't even know if he'll let me post on his page.
Oh God. Oh.
So now I'll post on this dude's page. And it does look like I was successfully able to post on this guy's page. And it seems like Kylo Ren, look, it seems like he visited Hooters. So, but I didn't get any notification is the thing. I didn't get any notification. But if this guy was to actually go in and now post something on his page, which I'm sure he'll do tomorrow, now I'll get a notification that this guy has posted on his page. So literally you guys could create, content aggregation bots where those bots literally just listen to open source channels, and you could go in and ask somebody, hey, who do you like? You like Obama or you like Donald Trump? All right, you want to know every single thing they do? I'm going to turn auto posting on for their Twitter account, for their Facebook account, for their YouTube account, and for their RSS feed. And every time a new piece of content hits there, I'm going to deliver that out to you, so you don't have to go in and search it on your own. It's just going to be delivered to you through Messenger, and you can link back to it. And then you could just go in and have some content aggregation apps. And I'm sure those would be pretty popular because you're providing a huge value there, right? You're allowing them to gather all their content in one place without having to go in and actually search for it. As soon as dude updates it, they'll just get an automatic notification through Messenger, and who wouldn't like that? So matter of fact, scratch that. Don't do that, because I'm gonna do that, and I think it will be really successful. So you guys just forget I said that. But that's what that auto posting is for, is to be able to do stuff like that. So I'm just gonna leave this on here for this Kylo Ren, and get a notification whenever he posts a new picture of himself, because that's what it seems like he does the most. So any other questions or concerns?
Trigger every time the page owner posts.
That's new feature that you can put a button on the image, like the demo fitness looks so good. It's
No, that's not a feature. That is just a bug in Facebook there.
Oh.
Is what that,
because I remember the guys in Menchats said that you can now put like a button or something like that.
Yeah, they said you can put a button on a picture, and I haven't actually tried that out. So we could try that out. Make a content called picture. Make a content called picture button. Create some image. And I don't actually see how you. Oh, you can add a button.
Yeah, I did. I brought him back and spawned him just to watch, just so you know.
So it does look like you can now add a button right onto this image. I wonder if you could do it to a video. Yep, you can add a button to a video too. So this would be cool now, though, if you could add this button to this video, because what that means now is you could go in and, let's say I do these demo videos that are 2 hours, and I can't possibly deliver that 2-hour training video inside mini chat because they just won't allow me to give a file upload that big. So I could go in and I could tell one of those dudes that work for me, and I could say, hey man, you need to go through and you need to find the best 5 minutes of this video, and then you need to give me a video snippet of that, and I could put it right here as a demo, as that video, and then that call to action could be watch the entire video, and they can click it and it could open up, a members only video site where they need to log in and then be routed there, or it could open up, just a link to the full YouTube video or whatever. So that's pretty cool that they let me do that now. So yeah, it seems like we can do that. So that's nice. So that's pretty straightforward though. So anything else you guys are wanting to see or do, or you guys want to go in and do this thing right here? For this thing, you guys think about that for a second, because if we do this thing, I'm going to need to re-up real quick on this coffee cup.
Oh, yes, indeed.
So I think then, because I don't see anything else in the chat or anything, I think we could build out this flow. All right. So this flow is, I know it's going to take a little bit of time, and I know I got enough bandwidth in it to do it. I know I still have to get prepared, because today is when our actual training starts, at least my day, because it's on Saturday. And it's already Saturday at 7:45 a.m. So I got enough bandwidth to go in and actually create out this flow, no problem. So I'm going to grab this smoke, drink a little bit of this coffee, and Amar, if you kind of want to just go through and textually either just read what you've written or just give a verbal overflow of what that actually says, so I don't have to read it.
Yeah, sure. Give me a minute.
I have a question. Since you landed here and he's thinking a moment. On a fitness bot, what you would remind people or go through health or exercise type sequences? Who would use a fitness bot?
I would say almost all sorts of people would use a fitness bot. I can deliver you training aspects, right? I could go in and actually
yoga therapist.
I could give you different techniques to actually do, show you how to properly do different workouts. I could go in and ask you for, hey, did you do your workout today, and keep a track of whether you did your workout. I could remind you what today's routine is and kind of walk you through most people today have a phone while they're working out. So literally you could be interacting with my bot each and every exercise, and I could be, basically having a progression, measuring, your level of success so far, telling you what to do, giving you some motivation, having you go in and tell me what you actually did. I could go in after workout and kind of ask you some post-workout questions, what you eat, and kind of do a calculation to let you know how many calories you're consuming, what you're burning, what your optimal, how much weight you should expect to lose, or how much body mass you expect to gain based on that data that you're giving me, so I could create some calculator like that. So lots of stuff I could actually do there with the fitness bot.
Yeah, that's puts perspective on it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Would we continue on? You're saying this 20% coupon into the restaurant bot the Italian restaurant bot that we were working on previously?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Amar just tell us what he wants us to build first.
Yeah, I have pasted here in the chat, so everybody can read it.
Yeah, I just don't want to read it, man. Is the thing. I want to smoke this. I want to smoke this cigarette and just have you tell me what.
Oh, you want me to read it for you? I thought you read it already. Okay.
Yeah.
For the coupon, I imagine two scenarios. The first, at the beginning, welcome message that we made in the beginning. That's what he wants, 20% off. So we will make a list of coupons that we have already in Google Sheet or something like this, and we will deliver it to him at his birthday, okay, as we built that flow already before. The other thing is that, let's say we run a Facebook ad combine, okay, and we wanted to give away 20% off, or like $20 off your first order, okay? If you comment below now, that the bot will continue a special flow with him and offer him that coupon that he can use in his next purchase. So instead of that, he pay like $100, the bot will tell him, listen, after your coupon, your order is now $80. I hope it's clear now.
So basically, you just want to go in, and whenever he goes to check out, before we ask him to pay anything or before we calculate the...
Yeah, the bot asks him, do you have a coupon or no? If no, you continue the original price. If yes, okay, he redeemed the coupon.
Okay. So we want to have a list of coupons is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So let's have some coupon IDs. Let's have some discount rate. Let's have some status. Let's have some user name, and let's have some MC ID. All right, that should be our fields. Can you think of any other fields that we might want?
Maybe for the birthday, his delivery time for the coupon, maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
If needed.
Well, we could just get that from his MC ID, right? So we'll just create a relational mapping between that birthday sheet that we already have that's going to get updated, and whenever that updates, we'll just come here to this sheet and pull. We know that what we'll do is whenever what we'll do. All right, so let's go in here and insert one here. Actually, maybe insert that guy here and then delete this guy. Add a redemption date field there. So if it's for our birthday user, we'll pipe in his birthday. If it's for any other user, we'll pipe in the date when they actually redeem it. We'll pipe in now's date. Which even for our birthday user, we could pipe in now's date because he's eventually going to actually redeem it with his purchase. And we'll just deliver him. So I don't think we actually really need this redemption date at all. We can go ahead and leave it there, but I don't think we need it at all.
Yeah, I think so.
But let's just leave it there. Now, what does our coupon ID look like?
Like a serial number. Doesn't matter really.
Okay, so it's enough to go in and say it looks like that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So now, is this fine to have coupons sequentially, or would you like them more randomized?
That's fine. I don't think it's needed. But
So this is,
but what if this coupons have been ended or something like this? We have to put endless list or something, or we just need to work with limited amount of coupons.
I didn't quite understand. You mean what if we run out of coupons?
Yeah, if we make 100 and this 100 finished?
So we could literally just do this. Get some more.
Mm-hmm.
Get as many as we want. And just keep doing that. It will take us some time to do this, so we'll just hire one of my guys because he's got nothing better to do but to do this for an hour. So this could be one of his tasks for an hour. He could just go in and hold this mouse down here. But we got some 643 coupons now, so that's enough for us for right now, right?
More than enough.
Okay, so we got plenty of coupons right now. All right. So the only other thing I want to do right now is give this guy a status of 1. All right. That's enough statuses, or he got a status of 0. Now, we want to have a predetermined discount rate here, so we'll make that 20% because you mentioned 20%. All right. Now we could go in and have different coupons that are different amounts. All right. We could give a randomized amount here. We could give a random range. Let's say here we could calculate this guy to give off a random range between let's say 10% and 30%. So whenever somebody gets a coupon, it's like a potluck coupon. They're just going to get a complete random rate, a complete random value between 10 to, and it could be like we have a coupon lottery, like test your luck. Get a coupon, and I'll let you do that 2 times, right? I'll let you query 2 or 3 coupons, so that if you get a 15% coupon and you want to try to get a 30% coupon, you can go again and may actually only get a 10% coupon, and then you're going to have to be stuck with that 10% coupon. So I just saved 5%. But maybe you'll get a 30% coupon, and now I just lost 15% because I gave you that. But essentially, if I price my stuff right, essentially, no matter what percentage that I give you, I'm still making a profit, because what I essentially done was just inflate my price to cover the discount in the coupon.
Yeah.
That's how you.
Let's assume that we need to make it fixed at 20% only.
So it's fixed at 20%.
Yeah.
So now we got a fixed coupon. All right. So seems like the very first thing that we should do is get rid of that guy. Seems like the very first thing that we should do is come in here and create a piece of content called deliver coupon. All right, so let's create that content real quick. So when we deliver this coupon, is this going to be a one-time coupon where we're only ever going to give a coupon to a person 1 time? Do we want to be able to give a coupon to a person 3 times and then tell them, bug off, I've already given you 3 discounts? Or do we just want them to be able to take advantage of unlimited coupons?
Yeah, he will be able to take it once.
Unlimited coupons?
No, just once for each person.
Okay. So if it's going to be just once for each person, we're going to start this off with a condition, and we're going to check a condition to see. Now we're also going to come in here and let's make it a little robust, all right? Because maybe we change our mind and we want to easily allow people to get an extra coupon. So everybody can now have 2 coupons instead of just 1 coupon. All right, so let's just go ahead and from the get-go make it robust to allow for that. So we're going to create a new custom field. This is going to be called coupons delivered. And we're going to use this as a number. This is going to be some number guy. Here's that coupons delivered number. All right. So now that we got that guy, we can use him as a condition. Coupons delivered. If this guy is less than or equal to, actually, let's just say if he's lesser than 1, right? If as soon as I deliver him 1, then that condition's failed. So if he's lesser than 1, deliver this guy a coupon. If not, don't deliver this guy a coupon and just tell him, I'm so sorry. Just give his first name. So let's just ask him to let's just go in and ask them to get this guy, and we want to share this card. Actually, let's just go in here, and we're going to do this. And now let's share this card. So now we'll have some way. Haven't quite figured out what that way is going to be, but we are going to have some way where this guy can come in and essentially, if he's already got a coupon, then in order for him to get another coupon, then he needs to, hey, this one's great because this is a 20% coupon, and that's what we're doing, is 20% coupon. So let's just use this guy that Google has actually made custom for us and put right inside there. So now we're going to build some way where if this guy has already got a coupon and he wants to get another coupon, the only way we're going to deliver that is if he delivers us a new user. So if he gets one of his family members to come subscribe to our flow that hasn't received a coupon yet, we'll give his family member a coupon and we'll deliver him a coupon as well for the referral. So I think that's a great incentive, so that now if this guy just always wants to get multiple coupons over and over and over again, then
he will be limited by any number, or whatever people he refer, he will get equal coupons.
That's completely up to us, my friend. So that's completely up to us. And my perspective, the only limiting factor that, in my business intuition, the only limiting factor this guy's going to get is the amount of people he drives to me. Every new person that he drives to me, if I haven't delivered that new person a coupon, I'll deliver them a coupon and I'll give him a coupon as an incentive. Because like I said, ultimately that doesn't cost me shit, right? I've already inflated my prices 20%. So if I give this guy a 20% off coupon, I don't lose nothing. Plus I got 2 new pieces of business. He comes back in and buys stuff from me. His friend comes in and buys stuff from me.
It's so like a referral commission.
Correct.
And that being said, is there a referral code or something programmed into it so that when they refer a friend and the friend comes in and registers or signs on for an account with them, that it lets, is there a space then, like how do they know who referred you? Do you have it tracked in there to how would you go about that, may I ask?
So how would I go in and track who's referring who?
Yeah.
I'm in this flow right here. I'm going to ask them, because this is a flow to deliver a friend coupon. So in this flow, I'm just going to ask them who has sent them here, who sent them this. And they're going to give me their first and their name exactly as it appears on Facebook. And it's up to them to give me that. If they don't, and I'm going to tell them, if you don't give me the correct information, your friend's not going to get credit for it. So and I'm also not going to deliver your coupon. I'll go in and actually do a lookup. And if that guy's subscribed, then I'll go in and I'll deliver your coupon. If he's that way, I can deliver his coupon as well. And if he's not, then I'm just going to tell you, sorry, that, that I don't see that person there, so neither one of you guys can get a coupon. So so I'll build that into that flow, but how else I would track it, I'm not really quite sure. I didn't really think that far in advance, and I just thought maybe I should just delete this and not. I just thought that would be a cool feature. So, anyways, we can still manage.
Awesome.
We can still manage it somehow if I can remember what I'm actually doing here. So we'll go to a flow, and then we'll go to this deliver friend coupon that we're yet to build. All right. So now we've got a way for test, and let's go in and look at this guy. Oh, sorry, what's happened here? Oh, so I need to come in here. I need to come to this audience here, and I need to set this value for me. Coupons delivered to a 1. Now that that's value set, now I can go back in and push that out and get that piece of content that I actually want. There's that piece of content there. So I'm going to share this with some friend. So let's see. Any of you guys are my Facebook friends? None of you guys.
I could be if you would like, but I am not. No.
Is that you, Amir?
Anybody?
Is this you?
No, it looks like a different one.
No, it's not me. Let me add you. Give me a second.
So if any of you guys are my Facebook friends, then I can share this. I can share this to you.
Yeah. I have added you now.
Okay. So let's go in real quick and just edit this.
Easy, buddy.
So now I can come in and share this. With him.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now let's see if you can click on that get coupon link.
Okay, I clicked.
So did that deliver this message to you? Friends coupon?
Please choose from the menu below.
Should have
Yeah, I saw
delivered this.
them.
Should have delivered this to you.
No, I didn't get it. I don't know why.
So just try clicking it again.
Okay.
I guess I know how to hustle up friend requests now. In my college days, that's what I used to do. I used to sell friendships. So
I still don't get it. I just get the menu that I requested before.
okay. So let's see what you get, D. Okay. Did you hit this get coupon?
Yeah. Well, I shared it back to you, but I can get the coupon. Let me. Whoop. There we go. Brings me. Hey, buddy, give me a second, please. Yeah, get a coupon. It just links you out into another messenger screen repetitively.
And it didn't deliver you any message.
No, it just opened up a new messenger tab.
Okay, so if we wanted to change that, we could probably easily change that by going in here, and basically creating a new growth tool, referencer, messenger, ref URL tool. This is going to be called Friends Coupon, and we're going to save that, and we're going to replace this guy with deliver friend coupon, and then we're going to go next, and then we're going to copy that guy, and it looks like actually that guy wasn't saved actually. I can't imagine that actually being the reason, because I'm pretty sure that I saved him, but let's take a look again and see, is that the reason that I never published him? That could be the reason. So maybe if you guys could try now to hit that share button, and if that doesn't work, then we'll go in and edit that share button.
That's right.
Or hit the get coupon button is what you needed to actually hit. Nope, I also didn't get anything there at all. So let's come in here. Got that guy saved. So let's come back over here and let's just delete that guy there. And let's cancel this guy. And let's say that this guy opens a website, and the website that he opens is that messenger ref URL that we just created. And let's publish that guy out. And let's come back in here and let's now hit that get coupon. Seriously. So if he hits it inside the bot, it looks like he gets something. Let's try that. Let's just try that again. Let's go in here. This is this with me. Let's do this to.
I hit the get coupon and I open it to the message, but I see the welcome message. What you want? You want a gift for your birthday or not? That's what I got.
Okay, so first let me do this. Let me come here and let me share this new guy out, all right? Because I'm pretty sure that this guy right here is not holding this reference anymore. I'm pretty sure that this guy, I'm almost certain that if I go in and actually deliver messages and then update them, that all my previous messages don't hold those updates, because these guys right here, as far as Facebook's perspective, must be holding an actual payload as a callback, and that payload would not have been updated, and that payload would be the previous payload that this guy had whenever I set the message out. Now, whenever I update them, anybody who gets this new message is going to get the new payload as a post back, but everybody who's already been delivered that message is going to get that old message as a payload. So, so now I delivered that back out to myself. Now I'll hit get coupon. Now let's see if that flow will actually come. There's my friend's coupon flow. So that looked like it worked. So let me go in and share that. I'll share it with you, D. And we'll see how that works. And while you test that, I'll just go to the bathroom real quick. So did you test that? Did you test that out?
Did it work for me? I don't know why.
Oh, well, I need to send it to you because I sent it to Dee and I think that she left. So let me just send it to you.
Yeah, John, if you want another person, you can send it to me as well. It's Lee.
Yeah, but I couldn't find you here. Oh, there you are, Lee. Let's try that. Let's see how that works.
No, not me. This.
That's not you? Oh, that guy's probably wondering then. That guy's probably wondering, like, what the hell is, I'm going to unfriend this guy. What the hell is he sending me? That one.
Solid. Space is still, yeah, this one. I got it. Yeah, it worked. Free coupon.
So we'll build out that flow later. I don't know if we'll do it on this session or not, but that flow we'll build out later. But now it's there for us whenever we're ready. All right.
Yeah,
So,
me as well.
great. And you know, something I was actually thinking now that we've done this share. All right. So something that I was really thinking, and it's kind of off topic. So outside of these training sessions, I've been talking a lot with Dennis, and Dennis is a really, really smart guy whenever it comes to really sales and marketing. So he's been giving me basically as much value as I've been giving him with these trainings. He's been giving me as well, and just other aspects that I'm not really qualified in, like marketing and sales and branding, stuff like that. And he's just been doing a phenomenal job. And one of the things that he recommended was that, you know, I have this group, right? And I had already had a meet there, and I already have a group set up for botting and Facebook botting. But this whole thing that what we're doing, where we're going in and actually testing stuff with each other and helping each other by testing, that actually got me thinking that it would be really beneficial if we actually set up a group, and where in that group, all we would do is we would as a group, what we would do is we would help each other with one particular
Brainstorm
thing.
group.
No, well, no, literally the whole purpose of the group is what we would do is when we run Facebook ads, we would drop the actual direct link to the ads into that group. And then all of us together as a group, we would go in and we would, you know, comment engaging things on that actual Facebook ad to basically jumpstart that ad, social engineer that ad. One, drive the cost down through Facebook because of all the engagements happening in it. And two, encourage all this other social activity, because whenever they see the ad, they see all these likes and comments on it, and they see this interaction, which just naturally inspires them to give some interaction. So like I said, that's a little off topic, but I think that would be something that would be really
That's a
beneficial.
nice idea, but I don't know if Facebook calculate the engagement the same with organically and the people that come from the ads. I'm not sure.
Well, even if they don't calculate it organically, what it's going to do is it's going to inspire that ad traffic, right? Now, whenever users are seeing our ad and they're seeing all those
social
comments,
proof.
yeah, it's gonna give a lot of social proof, and they're gonna be a lot more inspired to go in and say, yeah, I want to comment on this too, or even get them to CTA on our ad, because they're like, oh, one of the guys in the group's comment was like, hey, I'm using these guys and these guys are phenomenal, right? So now the other three people are like, well, shit, if he's using them, let me check it out. So anyways, that's off topic, but if you guys would be interested in that, you guys can just message me.
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah,
added me on Facebook already. Now what we need to do is we need to go in and build out this flow. So this is going to be a no-brainer. Would you like to get a discount on your next purchase? So that's pretty much a no-brainer. Yes. I don't even know if I should put a no option there, but I'm going to put a no option there. I don't understand who would ever pick this no option, but in case somebody does pick that no option, I'm just going to say awesome.
That's nice.
Now, if they say yes, then I'm going to do some action group, do some message. Have a delay, some 7 seconds, 8 seconds, enough time to get it from Zapier, and then have some text. So now I'm going to trigger off a Zap. As you can imagine, this thing is going to be called Get Coupon, because that's what I'm going to do in this Zap, is I'm going to go get a coupon. So let's make a Zap. Let's make a Zap with ManyChat being our trigger. You know, the only downside of being in my office at 8:19 in the morning is no one else is here, so there's no one that I can like tell to go get me more
Make coffee.
Yeah, it's like no one I can be like, hey, get some coffee. So
You need a robot.
So, let's come back over here because I did something wrong here. I needed to trigger that Zap. So now we got that. Now we want to do Google Sheets. Google Sheets, and we're going to query this guy right here. So we want to look up a spreadsheet row. We're going to go in, grab this guy, grab this guy. Our lookup column is going to be status, and we're going to look up a coupon, the first one we find where the value is 0. So it looks like we've got some coupon. So now we're going to add a step. And that step, we'll just go ahead and add Google Sheets. We're going to update a spreadsheet row. The row, we're going to use a custom value. And for that row, we're going to go in and use that guy's row right there. So hopefully you guys are following what we're doing here. We just, hopefully by now this is becoming really easy to you. We're just triggering off this Zap, so that's going to be our trigger. Here we just go in and actually doing, here we're just actually going and doing the lookup for the spreadsheet. And this next, so we're doing the lookup, we're just actually looking it up based on based on the status being 0, because in this next step, as soon as I turn this AC on, because the the sun's coming out in India now, and that's like being in a volcano almost. So I'm going to turn this AC on. So now what we're going to do in this step is we're going to go in and we're going to update here. We're going to update this status to a 1. And then we're going to go in and put in the user's name from here as far as who's actually redeemed this coupon. And Lee, that's you, buddy. You're getting this coupon. And then we're also going to put in here this guy's mini chat ID. And then if we want, if we want to put in, the redemption date, then we could just go in and do this. Zapier get now, and we can find that guy right there and find out that he tells us we can use this right here to get a human readable date of right now. And then we'll go back in and we'll put that guy right there. So now we've updated this guy. He's saying some garbage there and we don't care what he's saying. So now I can see that this was updated, right? So now I know that I need to come in here real quick, go to format this guy as a plain text, so it always works. So I can see when this was redeemed. I can see that this was who redeemed this. All right. So now I can finish up and basically add a new step. And this new step could be mini chat. And here I could go in and send a message to a user. I could send him a content too if I wanted. And if I wanted to send him a content, I need to first push down this custom data that I want to populate that custom piece of content with. So I could go in now and push him down some content that would look like this. And then it would just say, please find your coupon code. And it would say, here is your coupon code to give me. And it would be this. And I could push them down that custom piece of content. I think that's a little overkill for what we need to do. And I think we already know how to do it because we've done it already. So I'm just going to bypass that. And I'm just going to send them a text message. So let's deliver him his coupon code. That's from step 2, get coupon. That is why I rename this guy. So if you rename these guys, then whenever you create these apps, I mean, you guys have seen some of these apps. We had 8 or 10 steps in these apps. So if you go in and rename these guys, then it makes it really, really easy whenever you're looking to remember what goes with which, because whenever you're seeing this, you'll easily see, okay, hey, this is my get coupon. So this is where my coupon ID is going to be versus this guy is going to be update coupon. All right, so now we can continue here. Lee's now going to get a message that has this in there. And then we're going to finish this guy up by coming in here, finding this triggers app guy, doing get coupon. Putting him in there. And let's see if we can remember how to spell Italian restaurant. Got it. Nice. I learn it. So now that guy's done. All right. So now essentially what that guy looks like is something like this. Now, I'm not sure if we actually need to do this or not. So let's just leave this step out because this I don't think is actually necessary. Okay, so now, you know what? I want to do something else. I want to come over here and I want to go and add another custom field. And I have given you a coupons delivered, and I also want to give you a coupons used. I want to give you that custom field because now we can do some other cooler stuff in our flows. So now we're also going to come in here and set this subscriber custom field, and we're going to do coupons delivered, increase number by 1. So now I'm just going to give this guy a call to action after I deliver him his coupon to go ahead and place an order by browsing our menu and going into that flow so that now he can actually do something with this coupon. All right. So that looks good enough, right? So let's come back here to one of the coolest guys that we'll find subscribed in this bot, which is this guy. He's pretty good looking too. So let's update that to coupons delivered being 0 so that now we can get inside this flow where we want to get inside this flow. And let's preview that. And I can see, would you like to get a discount on your next purchase? Well, obviously, yes, I would love that. So let me grab a valid coupon for you. Now we'll wait for that zap. There's that zap. Now we'll get that other message. There was a 7-second delay, remember? So now he's got this coupon code, all right? So now he could place order. He could go into his menu and begin to actually do that. So let's go back out and push this to him again. And then now he actually has to get that guy right there, which I can see clearly needs to have a delay in between it of probably about 7 seconds so that he can read that content. And then we'll bomb him with this next thing. All right. Okay, that's definitely enough. That's definitely enough delay time. And there now he can go in and share that with his friends to get the coupon. So there's that. All right. So now what we actually needed to do was come in here. I'm not quite sure what this is. This is a welcome message. So we don't need that welcome message. I don't think we need that guy anymore. I don't think we need that guy anymore. This is some location. I don't need that guy anymore. This is friends coupon. I do need that guy. This is delivered coupon. I'll probably still want that guy. So here I'll just come in to this content, and I think we're looking for process checkout. So now let's go edit this guy. Now, my question is, where do we want to ask him this, right? So, seems like I'm going to want to ask him this. Got no way to go in. I literally am going to have this. I really don't want to have this 3 different times, the same thing, but I don't have a choice because I don't have a way to route him from here, right? He needs to go in. And there's 3 distinct flows. And since there's 3 distinct flows, so I'm just going to inject this guy right here if he wants to pay online. I'm only going to give him a free coupon if he wants to pay online. How's that sound? If he wants to pay in the store, then I don't think I'm going to give him a coupon. Is that fine?
Yeah, that's fine. No problem.
Okay, so let's just do that. Let's route this guy right in here. How does he want to pay? All right, so I'm going to route him right in there. So to do that, I need to come over here, and what I'm going to do is use a condition. And if that condition is going to be no, then he's going to go in there. So this condition is going to be coupons used. If coupons used is greater than if it's less than 1. If it's less than 1, then I'll let him use a coupon. If it's not less than 1, then I'm not even going to ask him if he has a coupon. I'm just going to go right into this pay, right? So now, if it is, so like I said, I want you guys to keep in mind that if you ever need more space, you can just hold down this shift key. You can give yourself some more space. So now we got some more space where if yes, we're going to start some flow. And this message should be, hey. So you can hold on that shift key, select all those guys. Then hit Control C. And come back over here to wherever this is at. Hit Control V. And now we don't have to rebuild that entire flow there. We can just copy and paste that flow that we already built, since we like to save time. And I'm just going to drop that guy over there for a little bit because I want to grab all this stuff again for a minute and just move him over there for a second. Just because I like to be somewhat organized and how my flows look so I can understand them. So now, if that condition is true, then we're going to route him over here. All right, so if coupons used is less than 1, then we're going to route this guy over here and basically ask him, do you want a coupon? If he says no, oh crap. I didn't want to actually do that, but that's fine. So I'll just copy this guy, come back over here, paste that guy in there. And then the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to continue automatically. And from this continue automatically, I'm going to route him right in to this pay guy right there. All right. So now, does that actually make payment do? That make payment. I'm pretty sure that make payment only delivers back to him an invoice link and a little message about that invoice link, but it doesn't actually deliver back out to him his order. So now what I actually need to do is come in here and I can go in here and just call this guy finish checkout. And then I want to add an action. This action, I'm going to trigger a zap, which is going to be apply coupon. And then I'm going to add an action, which is going to be trigger a zap, which is going to be fetch order. All right, makes sense what I'm doing here. And then after I fetch this order, then I'll route him into pay. So fetch order's already created. I need to just apply a coupon. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to apply a coupon. And whenever I apply this coupon, what exactly am I going to do? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first use ManyChat. And this is going to be when a new trigger zap event happens for this guy right here. And that zap event is going to be apply coupon. Hey, Lee, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, mate.
Man, it would be really beneficial to me if you could go to this guy and then just type in menu. And then just click drinks and then click wine and then order yourself a glass of wine. If you could just go through that little flow there. And at this process right here, once you get this confirmation message that's going to say, you know, this has been added, then at that point, I don't actually need you to do anything else. I'm good. And then I can continue on with the Zapier process because now in here, I'll be able to go
So
in.
I'm going to order wine from Pigeon Forge.
Yeah. Just go to Pigeon Forge and order a wine from there because I don't think any of the other menus are built yet, actually. So now I'll be able to actually come in here to this new step, which is going to be storage. And I'm going to get a value.
Right, that's done.
Thank you. So I'm going to get a value here. That looks great, by the way. I like that. So I'm going to go ahead here and get a value. And to know what value I need to get, I'm going to open up Zapier again. And I'm going to just go in here and look at my zaps and try to find something that says add to order. This guy right here. And what I want to do is not that guy, this guy right here. This is order total. So now that I got that guy, I want to look up this value right here, order total. So now I should find some order total that should work here. Did you get that confirmation back? Lee, did you get a confirmation back like that that said that this had been added to your order like this?
No, I didn't. It just said come back to this later. So I'm guessing you hadn't finished the steps on the order process.
Oh, no, you probably just needed to go. You probably just add this first bottle of wine from that menu. It's that very first menu. Let's see what menu that is.
Okay, I'll choose all the first ones. I've got menu, so I've got Pigeon Forge.
Yeah, that Pigeon Forge would be it.
Yep, drinks.
Go to wines.
Wines.
And then just add that first one, just a glass of that first guy.
Okay. Yeah, I went the bottle because I was thirsty, but I'll go the glass now.
Well, even that bottle should have worked. See if you did that bottle.
No food. No, sorry, not adding anything else to the order. I'll just go with the glass.
Yeah, just go with that glass. Hit that glass.
And then it's coming back. It said come back to this later.
So let's do menu. Pretty sure it's this guy, Pigeon Forge menu. I'm not sure where you're getting that. Maybe you could just try for me one more time.
Yep. Okay, so I clicked on the menu, got a menu.
Yeah, you want that Pigeon Forge menu.
Yep. So
And then you want drinks.
stalling for a second.
Oh, it seems like here's the only place there's that come back to you later.
Yeah, now the menu's not popping up.
So just hit menu again. Hey, look, I got 2 bot signs up, bot training sign up. That's why we were on here.
Yeah, John, I'm hitting menu and the menu's not even popping up now.
This guy? Oh, well, you know what? I'll just go in and do this. I forgot that I could do this.
Yeah, it's coming now. Sorry, I don't know what's happening. Maybe it was my connection, but
That's fine. I just forgot I could do this. I could just add this value if it doesn't exist, and then I can go back in and now I can come in here, come back and do that. And now he'll actually exist. So now I can get that value. So now I've got a value. So what is this value? And this is get order total. All right. So now what I want to do is I want to do some math. All right. So I'm not going to do anything fancy here because we already know and we've determined and decided that these coupons are going to have a static value of 20% off. So since there's that static value, I don't need to do anything. I can just do formatter by Zapier. And this formatter by Zapier well, sorry, Lee. I'm not sure what's going on there. So
you know, you're right.
The bot's just being stupid, I guess, or you're having a bad net connection. So here I want to work with numbers. All right. So here what I want to do is here what I'm going to do, just so you know, is calculate discount. So here I'm just going to calculate the discount. I'm going to transform, and I'm going to do a mathematical operation where this operation is going to be multiplication, and the numbers in this guy are going to be this get order total value multiplied by 0.2. That's going to give me my actual discount. So let's do something new. Instead of doing this, let's do spreadsheet style operation. There's going to be our formula, and let's see if that gives us what we want. Let's go back here. Let's remove these fields. There we go. That's what we wanted. We didn't actually want to finish that guy. So now we got our discount calculation. So now we're going to come in here, and what we're going to do is we are going to push a value onto a list. What list will we push it to? We're going to push it to this list right here called order items. So we're just going to add an order item to this list. That's going to be called special 20% off discount. And then we're going to give that a quantity 1 and a price, which is going to be that price right there that we just calculated. So that way, whenever they see their invoice, they can see that they're getting a discount on it. So what are we actually doing here? Oh, we're looking for a key. It's this key right here with that guy. What value do we actually want to push on the list? Well, we want to push this at the end of the list. And the value we want to push is step 1 item. So we don't actually need that. We just need quantity 1. So we don't even need quantity. We're just going to do price. So that total discount is going to be calculate discount value. All right. So now we are going to go in, blah, blah, blah. That's where we want to do that. Yeah, we're actually about to calculate that calculation right now, Amar. We're about to have another one of these where we calculate that calculation, and we're just going to calculate 80% of that, and then we're going to update the order total with that 80% number that we get. But I need this 20% number so I can dump it into their order items, so that whenever they see their invoice as one of the things in their invoice, they will literally see that they're getting a special discount of 20% and how much that discount is. So now we're going to have another arbitrary step that is a repetition of this step, where we're just going to do the inverse, and instead of multiplying by 20 to get the discounted value, we're going to multiply by 8 to get the actual new order value. Then we'll push that new order into this guy that we're getting here, order total, and then from there, From there, I believe what we're going to do is go in and do nothing, because now we don't have to do anything because we already have a fetch order that we can just tie into and fetch that order, which automatically happens in this next zap, because that's how we engineered it. We engineered it to go in and first call, hey, somewhere in here, we engineered this to first call apply coupon, and then immediately after that call fetch order. So after that process, we will be done. So let's go in and build that out. This is also going to be formatter by Zapier. And then we're going to go back in and get this order total. We're going to work with numbers. Actually, you know what? While we're here, and this doesn't actually apply to anything that we're going to do, but I want to see, I'm really curious what this does right here. Transform, look up a table. Look up table, pick from list. Operation. Well, this is stupid. Values. Oh, this isn't stupid. There's values that I want to choose from. I could give this guy a whole nother choose first, choose last, choose random. But that doesn't actually make sense. I could look up from a table, look up key. So not sure how much this makes sense. So anyways, we're not going to do any of that. We're going to work with numbers. I just had never seen that before right there. I never used that one either. I used the Google one. So anyways, we're going to work with numbers. We're going to do some math. We're going to transform. We're going to do another spreadsheet style calculation. And that formula is going to be get order total. This is where we want to do that at step 4. So now let's transform spreadsheet style formula. This guy is going to be that get order total, that value multiplied by 0.80. So there we're going to calculate a new order total. Here we're going to set new order total. And we're going to do that by storage in Zapier, by setting a value. What value are we going to set? Well, guess what? We're going to set the same value that we're looking up right here, this get order total value. So we're just going to go in and actually set that value right there. So now there's this, oh, here's this guy right here. We're going to get that guy, and the value we're going to give him is just calculate new order value. So we're going to continue, blah, blah, blah. And now we're going to come in here to one of these guys, most likely this guy. We're going to call this apply coupon.
Hey, you.
Forgot again. So now there's that guy. All right. So now essentially what should happen, if this zap will turn on, and I can come in here, and I know that I should be able to be given this flow because I have not So I'm going to increment the number of coupons that I've used so that the next time I go through order checkout, I'll fail on this condition, go straight to payment instead of being routed through this coupon flow right here. So let's publish that. Now let's come in over here. Let's wait for this to get published. It looks like it's been published. So let's come in over here and let's go in and check out. So I can see it's just delayed a little bit on ManyChat side to go in and actually be delivering our content. It's either delayed on ManyChat side, Facebook side, on somebody's side it's actually delayed because I'm asking for that and I'm not getting that content. So let's try checkout again.
Yeah, John, there seems to be some delays on ManyChat's end. I'm trying to go through your menu again, and it's coming up, but very slowly.
Thanks, ManyChat. So let's just push this out to ourselves then. There we go. So I can see I got $119. Do I wish to check out? Yeah, I do want to check out. So now I'm going into this process checkout flow, which is this guy right here. So I want to go in and tell him I want to pick up. You know what? Son of a... Thanks, ManyChat, for delivering me all those guys right now. So now I'm going to tell him I want to check out. To get to this flow, we had to go through pickup. Then we had to go in that they want to pay online, and then we have to meet this condition to get to that coupon flow there. All right. So that was pick up and then pay online. So those are the options I'm going to pick. I'm going to say I want to pick this up. I want to pay online. Now you can see that right now I'm $119. All right. So would I like a discount? That's a no-brainer. Yes, I would like a discount. So let's go get a coupon for you. Here we go. I've just got this coupon delivered back to me. That guy right there. See, there's my coupon delivered back to me. So I'm going to go ahead and finish checkout. That didn't actually fire properly, so let's try to figure out what happened there. Apply coupon. Somehow we lost a step here. So we had a step right here that was doing some pretty advanced mathematics, and it's no longer there. So we need to go in and recreate that step that was doing very advanced mathematics. And that step, what it was doing is we were using, I remember what I did. I did something real stupid. We were using Formatter. Anyways, no big deal. We'll go back in and recreate that. Formatter by Zapier. We were going to work with numbers. We were actually going to do some transform, some spreadsheet style formula. And this was going to be based on this get order total value multiplied by 0.02. So as you can see, pretty highly complex mathematical operations that we're doing here.
I think they should have been 0.2, mate.
What's that? Yeah, totally right. Like I said, this is a pretty advanced level of mathematics, so you can see how it gets really confusing what should be which, because it's pretty
Spot
tough
the
stuff
accountant.
there. So we wanted to come back here and actually test this step. All right. So now what we actually needed to do is set this guy up where he's going in and his discount is actually going to be so now that should be fine. Now that's what we're going to give. So now let's jump back down here, calculate new order total. This doesn't change. Set value. This also didn't change, but you know what? This was my actual issue. And see, this shouldn't have been an issue because this guy, we're putting that guy in order total. See if we can find that handsome guy again. And see if we can come in here and make this coupons delivered to 0. And we're going to go in and make this coupons use. Also to 0. And now what we're going to do over here is we're going to say we're going to just go ahead and restart our order. So let's just go ahead and restart our order. Oh, come on. It sounds like our order was just restarted. Our order was restarted, so let's make a new order.
I have a question on that part right there. Would you suggest in the little menu bar to have like maybe examples of keywords like that for if somebody is using the interface to make an order and say they feel like they've made a mistake or something and they want to start over, but I guess maybe it's just common knowledge that anybody who would want to start over would type in start over, or do you need to make that known to users?
Well, I would say you probably need to make it known. We do make it known. We do make it known here in just a second. So I'm just going to buy this bottle of wine real quick. And I really want to remove this guy right here. I really just want to remove this guy right here because I think a good confirmation is the fact that he has to tell me how many of these he wants to purchase. I think that itself is a good confirmation where if he doesn't want to purchase any, he could just type in 0 there. So maybe if you could just give me back my response here, that would be great. How many do I want to add to my order? Let's go ahead and add 5 of them to my order because, okay, let's get drunk on 5 bottles of white wine, and that's probably how much it's going to take. So now I've got a total order value of $245. So, we do tell people, D, whenever they go to checkout, if they go in, they're going to see their order and they're going to get a call to action to confirm that they still want to check out. If he says no, then I present him with 2 options to either, like if I say no, then I present him with 2 options to either add more items or restart his order. So let's just go ahead and add more items just for the lulz and get a couple more bottles of wine. Then we'll all have some wine, all right? Yes, I do in fact want to add that to my order. I'll add another 3 of these for sure. That's 8 bottles. That's enough for us for five people. So I think 8 bottles enough should cover us. So now there's that. Now, just so you know, this right here, even seeing this example right here, is another great key selling point for your clients. If your clients are going through and they're looking at this and they're just like, this is taking too much time. I really want this to be faster for my users. Well, guess what? It's time for a custom bot. So here, Facebook actually limit a throttle rate by page, but they also limit a throttle rate through application. So each page has their own throttle rate at which they can make calls to the Messenger API. But so does each application. Each application has its own throttle rate at which they can make calls to the API. All right. So ManyChat itself is going to be an application. So those guys are always going to perform at a much slower rate than what a custom app can, because that custom app is literally just going to be your page only. All right. So his throttle rate is going to be he can consume the page rate, as in ManyChat's application cannot technically consume your page rate at any given time because they're also throttled by their application. So according to how much use they're getting in their total application, they have to segment how many of that use that they want to actually divvy out to you, and it's not going to consume your full throttle rate that you can do through page. So exactly. So the more bots that actually get built on ManyChat platform, the less response time everybody's bot is going to have. Because if I'm ManyChat, guess who I'm going to give first priority to? Those guys that are paying me $1,000 a month, that are paying me for those high subscribers. Those guys are going to get my first priority because those are guys paying my salaries and doing all the business in my company. So then after that, I'll give it out to those less paying people. And then after that, I'll give it out to those free people. Now, I do have to come up with some logistics to always be giving some rate to everybody, because even if I want to get those free users to convert, then you know, I've got to give them some throttle rate, because if not, they're just going to be like, hey, this sucks. So yes, a properly architected chatbot will perform much better than ManyChat and Chat Fuel, because I don't have to worry about that app throttle rate, because that app throttle rate is going to be consumed only on your page, only for your page. So now my throttle rate becomes a true page throttle rate, which is not indicative of what you're going to see in ManyChat or Chat Fuel or any of these platforms. Now, obviously, as you can imagine, this app throttle rate is much, much, much higher than what a page throttle rate is. But let's say even it's 10,000 times higher. Let's say once it's 10,000 times higher, then that means that I can match a page throttle rate with my app throttle rate all the way up until I get 10,000 bots on my platform. Once I get 10,000 bots on my platform, then I can never match a page throttle rate based on my app throttle rate. So I could never give a consumer their true page throttle rate. How do you go about learning all this information? So I started with 5 years of college is what I started with, but you just read the documentation, the API documentation for the Messenger platform, and then you can find out if you have any background in tech talk, then if you can go in and read their documentation, and then from their documentation, you can extrapolate all this information, or you can just give me a little bit of money per month, and I can become one of your really good friends, and you can just query me, and I can just give you all the information. So, and yes, for these large guys, it's a significant selling point. But even for this guy, right? Even for this guy, at some point, this guy is going to be like, you know what, John, this is just, this is more of a pain in the ass for my users than it's a benefit. So at that point, I can say, okay, well, I understand that. And, we've been building this bot, and we've been building this bot in a way that conforms to the budget that you have. So if you want to maintain this budget that you have, which is, like I said, it's a really low budget for a bot, but we still have tools to work and accommodate you for this budget. So if you want to maintain that budget, we're going to maintain this functionality. If you want to increase this functionality and give a better user interface and a better user experience for your users, well, then, push comes to shove, we need to actually increase this budget, because we need to go out and we need to get off this platform, and we need to build our own custom bot so that you can experience not only this high performance that you're wanting to experience, but now it's indicative that we can easily go in and build out these more custom functionalities that we couldn't before. So that's just a little extra piece of information. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and check out here finally. So that we could do, but for that, like I said, we spent 10 hours, trust me, we spent 10 hours in this bot. If we're building this bot custom, where we've already spent probably 70 hours building this bot if we're building it custom, as opposed to launching it on ManyChat, which is some 10 hours worth of work. So significant increase in time. So now we got an order total of 341. Do I want to check out? Yes, I've been wanting to check out. So could you just go ahead and offer me my discount now? I'm sure if you guys did any broadcast, if you guys did any type of broadcast whatsoever on Black Friday, I'm sure you guys experienced this. I'm sure you guys went in and ran a broadcast and it didn't get sent out for 5 or 10 minutes at all. None of your messages got sent out. Why? Because ManyChat at that time was realizing their app capacity, their app throttle rate, because it's Black Friday, everybody's sending out promotions, and they're limited to the amount of API calls that they can send on the send message edge on Messenger. So now they can't deliver all those promotional broadcasts because it's such a high volume coming in. And another issue is because these guys aren't stateless. So I've talked to the ManyChat guys, I've talked to their developers, and we had a couple high-level engineering conversations about their application structure and how it's built, and other functionalities that they can build on. And they're not a stateless application. And if you're not a stateless application, then you're always going to experience these types of things where I've told him yes clearly, and I'm waiting. So I'm just going to grab something else to drink real quick and go to the bathroom for about 30 seconds. And by then, hopefully, maybe this guy will have responded to me.
I'm really looking forward to seeing what Dennis is coming up with in this group that John was talking about earlier. Certainly marketing's something that really needs to be on point while we're doing all these bots.
No luck. So no luck. Oh, great. Thank you. That was perfect. So now we want to pick this up. So now it's just going to take us, I guess, just as much time to go in and pick this up. So I don't know if it's my net that's going crazy right now, or maybe it's all the stuff that I have open. I'm definitely not getting my pickup flow. So it'd be really great if I could pick up this order. So this bot guy is definitely frustrated right now with the performance of his bot right now. So this is, like I said, this is just for us. This is a great selling point for him, because this is outside of our control. There's nothing that we can do about this. And this is just indicative of the platform that we've built the bot on. So we've built the bot on this platform, not because it's the best platform, And not because it's the best way to build a bot, but it is the best way to satisfy his needs within his budget. So to satisfy his needs within his budget, that's why the first thing that I always do to my clients is I just straight ask them, what's their budget? Now, your client's always going to tell you, well, I don't know even what this is going to cost me. So you tell me. So at that price, you just tell them, I know you don't know what this costs, but you must have some ideal number in mind at which you're comfortable in spending, and some other ideal number in mind that if I tell you it, you're just going to be like, no way, scrap the project. I don't want to do that. So you must have some ideal number in mind that you're actually that you're willing to spend and you're ready to spend. So what's that number? And we can start with there. And from there, now I can easily tell how I can get something that's going to conform inside that budget, or if I even want to talk to you. Because if you tell me your budget to build a bot is $30, then guess what? This conversation's over, because I'm not going to work with that budget. So let's get that number out of you. And then they'll give it to you most of the time. So we'll just go in and get that from them. And we're just going to go ahead, and what we're going to do is we're going to push this guy right back out to ourselves. And we're going to try it again. And you never know, man. You may ask that guy, hey, what's your budget? And he may say, I've got a 20K budget. And what's that do to you? That completely changes the game of the fact that you're about to pitch him some $700 or some $3,000 app. If the guy comes right out of the bot and says, I got $20,000 I can work with. Well, guess what? Now your sales game better change, because now you're not trying to pitch this guy a $3,000 item. You're trying to pitch him. You're trying to absorb that entire 20K.
Hey, John, while we're waiting, you've mentioned, you're talking about giving us value and all that, but you're mentioning some of the other softwares and applications you have. Do you have those just jotted down somewhere so we can go and take a look at them outside of this course?
Yeah. So I'm preparing something like that for you guys. I was preparing on sending you guys out at the end of the training, kind of like an overview of more of our services and our softwares that we offer. But we have several different ones, so I can talk about them for a second while you guys are here. This is our invoicing platform, so I think you guys all know about this invoicing platform and what it does. And we're actually building out some really cool functionality right now in this platform that I think you guys are really going to like, that we're actually building out, because Dennis said that he recommended it and he thought it would be a great ideal, and he's a really smart guy and he's on to something big, and it is going to be a really great ideal. So we're building that out. But this is an invoicing platform. So this is a pretty simple platform that allows you to go in and send out invoices to people. And they're pretty simple invoices where you can go in and just send out an invoice to one specific person for a specific amount. So you can go in and just basically create an invoice and say who you're going to send it to, and you can put in all the different line items on that invoice. And if you want to add a custom subscription as well, as far as, this guy is going to get automatically charged $700 every month, a recurring payment, as well as this. So for example, if this is an unlimited SEO. So let's say we don't actually even offer SEO, but this is just an example. So let's say I could have an SEO setup fee, and this is going to be, $300. And then I could also have some pieces of content. So SEO, so I can have a blog post. And this is going to be, I'm going to do 10 blog posts, and they're going to be, $25 per piece. All right. So now I've got this invoice, and on top of that, I'm going to charge you $700 every month. All right. So now I just put in the currency that I want. So I'm always either going to want these United States dollars, or if I can get these euros or these British pounds, I'd actually really prefer those. I'd really prefer these British pounds because they're worth more than those measly little dollars, and so are these euros. So either one of these guys are really, really preferable. If I can't get either one of these two guys, I'm going to get this guy. I may actually get this guy, but I don't really like this guy because this guy's a lower value than the US dollar. All these other guys, I'm going to just not even worry with these other guys really for the most part, because they're a lesser value than my ideal currency, which is this. Like I said, this is my ideal currency because this is the highest value one. So I can get those, I'll get those. So I just go ahead and generate an invoice for this guy. Now this guy is going to actually get some invoice. He's going to show up down here where I can go in and track and see what's been paid, what hasn't been paid. So for example, here is an invoice that came from a client that I talked to a little bit earlier today. And this is a $500 invoice to go in and actually just talk to him about. This is literally a $500 invoice just for talking to him, for having a conversation with him and him telling me what type of application he wants to build and us writing out some document and giving him a quote. So to quote him on his software, we're going to charge him $500 to tell him how much it should cost him to build his software. And if he wants to hire us, then he can pay another fee and we'll begin that process. If he doesn't want to hire us, then he can take our quote and take it somewhere else and then engage with those people. So now he can go in and easily make this payment. Once this payment is done, once he actually makes this payment, then he gets to go in and leave a feedback. You can create those custom subscriptions if you want. So you can go in and actually create custom subscriptions here easily and just determine, how often is this going to be charged every day, every week, every month, every year? What currency is it going to be in? What's the name of the plan and how much it's going to be, so that you can add those to your invoices. And then you can create these product invoices. These product invoices are other invoices, and these invoices don't belong to a particular person, but these invoices can be paid multiple times. So I can just use this to sell a particular product. So this is, let's say, a hosting fee for one of my softwares. If you want to white label it, you got to pay a monthly hosting fee. All right. So now I can send this to all of you guys. And you guys could, every single one of you, go in and pay for this guy and get your own invoice. Whereas the other invoice that I showed you, I could send it out to all of you guys. And once one person paid, nobody else could pay it because it's already paid, because it's a single invoice that belongs to one single person. This is a product invoice that doesn't actually belong to anybody until they go in and actually make this payment. So you can, like I said, you can use this invoice to sell the same product over and over and over again, just like a product sales page. All right. And then we're adding in a group invoice here, which I'll tell you about later once we actually build it out. So I don't want to tell you about it until it's actually built. So that's one of our platforms. This is another one of our platforms. This is a pretty cool platform. So this platform is Rocket Contact. All right. So I'm just going to show it to you. I'm just going to show it to you by basically logging in. This is now, if you guys at the end of our training, so the last week of our training, what we're going to do is we're going to try to focus for the most part on setting up your own agency and how to be successful having your own bot agency, and how to do your pricing, how to find clients, what you should be doing, how you should be talking to clients, how you should be doing your sales. And if you guys are interested in actually setting up your own bot agency and actually providing this as a service, obviously you need to go get clients, and this is a great tool that will help you get clients. So with this tool, you can basically, what you do in this tool is you go in and create some profiles. All right. These profiles can just be you, or these profiles can be, these profiles can just be you, or they can be all your salespeople as well. So you can generate leads for your actual salespeople. Okay. So what you do in here, and so let me actually go into an account that actually is a good working account. So this, as you can see, is not Rocket Contact, because this software, the Rocket Contact software, is that software we've launched with one of our other clients. So we get a percentage of what we did with that client is we built this software for them at a discount in exchange for some equity in their company, and exchange for trade license in the software and the IP itself, so that we can share that. So we get a percentage of the sales that come from Rocket Contact, but whenever we want to get our own users in the application, we use our own version of the software, so that we don't have to get only 30% of the revenue. We can get all the revenue. All right. And that's why they're on different domains. So here you go in and set up your profiles. If you have a bunch of different salespeople, you go in and set up those salespeople's profiles. And then what you're going to do is you're going to set up a series of email messages. You can set up email groups and then go into that email group and set up a series of email messages. And then you're going to do the same thing with contact us messages. You're going to go in and create a group of messages and then create multiple messages if you want. You only need one. And then once that's done, you're going to go in and actually run a campaign. So whenever you run a campaign, what you're going to do is you're going to give a keyword and you're going to give a location. So here you gave a location and you gave a keyword, and what's going to happen is we're going to go out and we're going to query Google, and we're going to find the different businesses that have listed that keyword in their business listing that are listed on Google and that particular location. All right. And then what we'll do is we will automatically go out to their website and we will find the contact us form on their website. And if they've engineered it in a way that allows us with a software to fill out that contact us form, we will automatically fill out that contact us form and pre-populate it with information from your profiles and information from this contact us message. So in this contact us message, you'll give your message, and that profile, you'll give your name, your email, your company, and we'll basically match the fields in their contact us form with the data from your profile and your contact us message, and it will just automatically submit those contact us forms for you. And those things are, yeah, this is pretty much just all lead gen automation right here. So those contact us forms are really high value to the people that own the website. You can almost bet your bottom dollar that that website owner is checking those contact us forms because he's assuming it's a lead. All right. So then what we'll also do is we will also go into that same website and we will scrape that website for all their email addresses. And then whenever you actually run this campaign, so if you look, whenever you go run a campaign and you want to go create a new campaign, you can choose if you want to send the email and fill out the contact us form. If you only want to send the email when the contact us form is not submitted, if you only want to send the email, you can also send this data to Zapier so that you can pipe it into your own custom CRM like Salesforce or Pipedrive or whatever. Whenever you successfully submit these, then you can pipe all that information that you got. You can pipe their emails and everything right into your own custom CRM, so you can go in and follow up with them, or you can pipe them into one of our other softwares if you want. So now, like I said, what we do, we find their contact us form. If it's submittable by a software, we go ahead and submit it with your message. We also scrape their entire website for emails, and then we'll give you back whatever emails we find. And then if you, depending on how you've configured stuff, we'll go ahead and email out everybody on their list, all those emails that we found with those email messages that you actually created. So your profiles and your email groups, those things all happen in round robin. So you can go in and basically split test things. You can go in and actually split test things. Well, but keep in mind, Amir, that they don't go in and maybe read a bunch of sales emails, but trust me, they do open those contact us emails. They do open those because they're coming from their contact us form, and they're assuming some person has went in and filled that out trying to contact their company. So this is what we recommend that you do here is not give a huge sales pitch. What we recommend that you do is give just a really small snippet of information, one sentence, and open up a conversation. Get these guys to reply to you so that now you can open up a conversation. You're not dropping your entire marketing pitch in this initial email. You're doing a very simple 1 or 2 line thing just to get them to reply and open up a dialogue and enter into a dialogue with you. All right. So this basically automates that entire process. You want to target, you're building some restaurant bot and you want to target restaurants, Italian restaurants. You could literally come in here, you can run a campaign, and you can go in here and let's say South Beach, Florida. So South Beach, Florida, you can go in and put Italin. I don't even know if I'm spelling this, Italian restaurant. Probably misspelled that again. So you can go in and fill that out. And then this, whenever it's done, what it will do is go in, and like I said, it will go in and basically render out that list of contacts from Google search. And then once you decide to process this, it will go in and automate that entire process. It will fill out their contact us message and or optionally send them out emails and get their information. So right now it said no record found, which is no big deal. So we'll just try that again and see why it didn't actually get any records, and see if we can try it again and actually get some records. So sometimes it does that because Google, whenever they give us back the responses, they don't actually give us back responses. So, and I'm pretty sure this guy doesn't have our proxy set up on him, but you get the point of what it actually does. Let's just remove this Italian guy there and try that. So that's what this guy does. He really automates that whole process. So that's another one of our actual softwares. This is another one of our softwares here. And I guess I'm just waiting forever for this. So let's see if we can get that back. This is another one of our software. This software lets you do cool things. Like you see this little button that says call or text us now. All right. So this allows you to create this guy right here. It allows you to create this widget and put it on your website. You can see that right now you can't call this guy. If I was to come here and actually log into this guy and go in and go to this widget management and find that text in bulk guy, I can see that he's on some schedule where he's on some schedule, and he should actually be getting, pretty sure he should actually be getting this guy here. What is that? 12-1. He's on some schedule where actually he needs to get that schedule edited. And that's actually a correct schedule. So also not quite sure why that's actually not showing up, because he should be actually showing up there. The only day he shouldn't actually be showing up on is this Monday day, when he's not scheduled all day. So that basically allows you to go in and start a conversation with this guy, where you can go in and pick according to his business schedule when he actually needs to get a phone call. And then you can schedule that call out. If he's available right now, then you can go ahead and call him right now, or start a text message dialogue with him. So this is one of the things that you can easily go in and create inside that platform and deploy right to your website. You're going to deploy it to your website. Let me just make sure that this is the right guy that I'm actually editing, because I don't think he is actually the right guy. I think what's happened is I've actually built this guy, and it looks like he's over here, but he's actually in another one of my accounts. So let's go in and see if that's actually true. And nope, it seems like he is that guy right there. So, because he doesn't show up anymore and I turned him off. So this is just one of the things that you can do. You can build as many of those guys as you want. And this platform basically allows you to go in and acquire phone numbers. You can go in and get a phone number, search a particular area code, go in and get a phone number, pick that phone number, and then go ahead and configure that phone number. And then you can basically send out text messages, receive text messages. You can create an SMS bot where you put in keywords, and whenever you get a message with that keyword, you send out an automated response, just like your messenger bot, but you're building it for SMS. You can receive inbound text messages, send out inbound text messages one at a time, or in bulk. You can send them out 10 million at a time if you want to. You can make outbound calls, receive out inbound calls, either right through the browser, or like, for example, if I grab this guy right here and I grab my Skype and I just put in this number here and I call that guy, I'll see I get an incoming call right here. See, there's an incoming call. If I hang him up, he's going to get forwarded and now get an incoming call right into my Skype. You'll see here comes an incoming call right there, because I got him to forward that. If he doesn't pick up, now he's actually asking me to leave a message. And actually Skype does some really crazy thing that I need to actually sign out, because Skype does some crazy thing that whenever he's on a phone number, whenever he's on a phone call and it receives an incoming phone call from the same number that he's on, then Skype doesn't allow you to actually hang up that phone call. So it's kind of like a little Skype bug that we discovered there. But you can see that allows you to pick up the call right in the browser, or you can route it out. You can forward this guy to one phone number, multiple phone numbers. You can create IVRs, like options menu. Thanks for calling Chase Bank. Press 1 for this, 2 for that, 3 for that. You can create IVRs. It's like, hey, this is John. We had a scheduled appointment for this time. If you can have the appointment right now, press 1 and we'll get on the call. If you need to reschedule, press 2 and we'll reschedule. If you're no longer interested, press 3 and I'll cancel the appointment. So you can create IVRs like that. You can have them as an inbound process. You can make them as an outbound process. You can go in and add agents and then generate leads and go in and send those leads out to your agents. So you can kind of generate leads in a very similar way to what you were able to do here. And I can tell you what's actually going on here is the API key that I'm using right here is not an actual proper API key that's going to give me back any information. And I know that just by saying, if I come in here and pick this guy right here, this South Beach, Florida, and then I come in here and do South Beach, Florida. If I do South Beach, Florida, and then I do the same thing and I pick Italian restaurant and I do live demo test. And you can see, obviously, I can go in and add more locations, add more keywords. I can add this guy to a campaign. That campaign is something that you would realize in ManyChat is called a sequence. So what's called a sequence in ManyChat, and here is called a campaign, where you go and actually set up your message thread, right? So you would come in here to your campaigns. And in this campaign, you could go in and say, hey, immediately send this guy out an email. After 5 minutes, send him a text message. After 1 day, an email. After 5 minutes, send him a phone call. And you can create your entire campaign. We do have a Zapier integration as well, so that you can use this as your autoresponder for lead pages, Builderall, WordPress, ClickFunnels. Whenever you collect those email addresses, you can use us as an autoresponder and now start sending out emails, text messages, phone calls. So you can do that in here. You can go in and generate leads. Like I told you, you can go in and generate those Google business leads. You can generate newly registered domain leads. You can generate geographic area leads. You can connect this to your Facebook lead ads if you're running Facebook lead ads. And as soon as somebody fills out one of your Facebook lead ads, you can go in and you can go in and get them to right into your system, right into your autoresponder. So those are just three of our softwares. We got some other pretty cool ones as well. So we got several other cool softwares that we've built. Do you guys know what Sahar is? Have you guys seen that little thing not so long ago with Sahar that came out, where everybody that Sahar was that like anonymous feedback thing that you saw all over Facebook, where, you know, everybody was like, all the girls were posting all their little Sahar things of all the guys saying, you're so beautiful, I'm in love with you, I've loved you for 17 years, if only you weren't married. So we have our own version of that we launched 2 years before Sahar, or probably about 18 months before Sahar ever came to the market, which is called Corporate Confessions, which is an application that is geared to businesses, where businesses can register, and they now get a complete anonymous portal where they can give a code to their employees. They can download the app, give the code, and they can leave completely anonymous confessions to tell their CEO like me that, hey, you know, you fucking cuss too much, and I don't like it when you cuss because I don't like cuss words. It makes me feel uneasy. So now they can go in and leave that anonymous message, which are things that they're obviously not going to tell me to my face. They're not going to come into the CEO and say, you know what, John, you're a jerk. They're going to go in and leave an anonymous confession about that. And then people can vote that up and people can vote that down, and they can go in and actually reply and leave comments on it. And it's a complete anonymous portal, so that the employees of your company have an open forum with management, and they can say whatever they want, and other people can vote it up and vote it down. And based on where it's been voted at is where it shows. So we've got several other softwares. So that's what we are. We're a software company. So when we're not working for other people, we just build stuff for ourselves. So we do want this discount, because this looks like it's actually working now. So we do want this discount. So here's our coupon. We want to go ahead and finish checkout. So it looks like before we had a $341 checkout. So let's finish this checkout. Now, the only problem is I didn't get this, and this guy still actually wasn't updated here. So, and let's look here. So I'm having some misfire. Now, this is correct because this guy was at 391, and I'm thinking I'm having a misfire, and it's not. He's at 341, and he was at 391 here, right? Nope, he was at 341 here. He's still at 341 here. So for some reason, this guy here, for some reason, that guy is not actually working properly. Bye, Dennis. This definitely is at step 5, but let's just go ahead and redefine them. So I'm not honestly quite sure why this guy has not worked properly, other than the only thing that I can think of is let's come in here, all right, and let's add a new order. Let's add a new thing here. Let's add a new action, and this is going to have our fetch order.
Hey, John, thanks for your time today. I've learnt a lot. I've just got to shoot off, so catch you guys next time I'm on.
See ya.
Thank you.
So let's delete this guy, route him in there. And now let's route this guy into payment. And let's try this guy one more time. I still didn't get that flow pushed out to me. No, I got that flow pushed out to me. This is going to be pickup. I do want to pay online. I should have went in and actually updated this thing. So I could have got to that coupon flow, which I know I'm not going to get to right now. So now I know I must. Okay, I did get that guy, so great. Don't think I should have got that guy, but let's go in and grab a coupon. Here's my coupon code. So I still should be getting back a new thing from Zapier here. Zapier should be fetching my order right now. And it didn't actually fetch my order. See, it got coupon, update order. I don't see where any of those actual zaps actually fired off though. So let's get rid of that guy. See my coupons actually being delivered. So let's test this guy again real quick. You can see that that flow never actually went out. So let's go in here, push this back out to ourselves. And let's pick this up.
Maybe you didn't save something, or I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really actually realizing why it's not taking that last step, because we're going in and actually fetching the order after that last step. So it should work just fine since we've updated it. But even here, I can see that the bot is just being so sluggish right now. And that I don't have any control over. I mean, I can just only wait for him and what he's actually going to do. So
Maybe they have a load or something in their server, and this effect on the trigger on Zapier.
well, this pickup shouldn't be doing anything but routing me to my next flow. Is all this pickup should be doing. Shouldn't be doing anything with Zapier. See, he should be just be saying pick up. Oh, we do trigger a zap to update order. Why would we trigger a zap to update order? Oh yeah, because we actually go in. I got the thing. Because we actually go in and update that spreadsheet with their order type. So we actually come in here and we come in. Oh, you know what? We come in here. So now at that point, we go in and actually also don't update their order there. Crap, what we need to do is check out. That checkout is what actually puts that order there in the first place. So let's just tell him we want to check out and see if he'll respond to that. And our bot's just being real non-responsive right now. There is that, by the way. We went in and just created that list of, we just did some lead generation and we created a list of basically 176 people, 176 businesses that are all Italian restaurants. And we can see how many of those guys use their cell phone, where we can go in and send them out a text message real easy. we can go in and send these guys out a pre-recorded call, send them one of our IVRs, or put them in a browser dialer where we call them.
How much does it cost to send an SMS or to call them?
3/4 cent per second, or three quarters of a cent. Oh, look, I'm getting updates about my order status. Is what's happening. 3/4 cent per text messages, or 3/4 cent per minute on the phone.
Yes.
So not a lot. One of the cheapest rates that you can get, pretty much what everybody else does. We allow you to integrate directly with Twilio as your provider. And pretty much what every other software does is they just upcharge Twilio's rates, and they just set you up Twilio sub-accounts on their sub-account, and they encapsulate Twilio. So we just expose you to Twilio and let you take advantage of Twilio's rates. And then we charge you an arbitrage fee to use all of this functionality, which if we were to literally, I could go in, and if you wanted to see, I could come in here to this documents and show you these onboarding videos. If you were to purchase that software, and look at these onboarding videos where I teach you how to use all the functionality. And even I haven't made a couple of them yet because I just got tired of making them. But a lot of different videos that show you how to just get started using this platform. So there's a lot of functionality here, like literally a lot of functionality here. And that's what you pay for. You pay for the fact that it would cost you. I mean, even with the rates that I get for developers, and I get a low rate, and my true cost that I have over $250,000 personally invested in this software, even at my rate. If I were to ask any firm in the U.S. to rebuild this software, they'd give me a minimum ticket price of $2 million to rebuild the software. And that's what you pay for. You pay for the arbitrage fee of all the development that we've done and the ease of use. If you guys were to go in and use Twilio and then want to get a developer to allow you to do all these things with your software, it's going to cost you an obnoxious amount of money to get an engineer to come in. And because Twilio gives you no functionality, they just give you phone numbers and APIs. So when you want to send a text message, you got to call their APIs. So we've done all that development for you, and then we just charge you an arbitrary monthly fee to be able to go in and actually use all the functionality that we built. And it's an awesome platform. It really is an awesome platform. It's my brainchild. So I started building it, and we started building it just basically so that I could, because all my client conversations I have in that platform, because as you can see, every single thing is recorded. So I can look here and I can see all these recordings here and all the people that I talked to. So here's a call that I had earlier with a client. And typically what I do is I send the clients out a recording of the phone call. And then I also send my developers a recording of the phone call so that they can listen about all the requirements that we had. And they can go in and actually modify their SRS and put in change requests and stuff, and then modify their development and what they're doing, add new tasks, and actually build whatever we talked about. And then if the client ever wants to know, hey, why is this like this? Why does this work like that? We can just literally reference an audio file and a timestamp in an audio file where we talked about this is going to be like this. And he said, yeah, that's how I want it. So he can't come back and say, well, I didn't want this like this. Why is this like this? Because we could just be like, hey, remember that phone call? And he's going to say, no, I don't remember. And then we can just be like, okay, well, here's a recording of the phone call, and you can just listen to it. And you clearly told us that. So look, I can see that finally he actually discounted my thing now. I can see I finally got an actual discount back from this guy, see?
Yeah. It's repeated 3 times.
Yeah, that's it. It's repeated much more than that, and that's because that's because the bot is just so slow. You see, I'll put in checkout again, and he's just going to take a couple minutes to actually go in and respond and reply. But I can see that the discount was processed because before it was like $364. But I think that process is all working now. Now I can see that he's got this item right here. So let's just restart checkout or restart order, and hopefully this doesn't actually kill us. So let's restart that order. Let's come over here. Let's take all these orders that were just added in here and get rid of these guys. Let's come over here and make sure this guy hasn't been delivered any coupons, hasn't redeemed any coupons. He hasn't. So I can see that his order's been restarted. Let's make a new order. Let's go to this guy. Let's order some drinks. And to make it easy, let's just order 1 bottle of wine to make everything easy on ourselves. Let's just go in and order, or let's order 2 bottles of wine. Now he's being a lot more responsive, and this is obviously apparently a mini chat issue that's causing this, because he's being a lot more responsive now.
Sometimes this happens, yeah.
So now I've got 2 bottles of wine. That's $98 that he's telling me right now. So I'm going to go ahead and check out. So let's check out. He's going to go in and grab my entire order for me, dump my entire order in here. Here's my total price, $98. I still want to check out. So he should ask me pickup. I do want pickup. How do I want to pay? I'm going to pay online. So now he should ask me if I want a coupon. Hell yeah, I want a coupon. Who doesn't want a coupon? So now I should see that I've updated a coupon here, which I just did. I've delivered him that coupon there. So I'm going to say use this. So now we're going to finish checkout. That should actually that should go in, and did not actually do that again. So I can see there's a clear discount there that's been applied there. You can see there's a clear discount that's actually been applied there. I mean, how is that possible is what I'm not actually understanding. How is that possible? So let's just do a check real quick by saying check out. And let's see if he's going to give me the updated value there. If so, I think I just need to add a delay or something. And he is giving me the updated value there. See, now he's telling me my total 78 because he's got that discount applied. So I think what I need to do here is just actually come in here.
But John, you told me before that ManyChat don't work with fractions. I don't know if this can be an issue.
Right, and it's not an issue because none of this is happening in ManyChat. This is all happening outside of ManyChat and Zapier.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to try this one more time, and I'm pretty confident that if I give this delay now, it will work, because I think what's happening is that I'm starting that order process. I'm fetching that order, and because of the level that I am on in Zapier, since I'm in their most advanced user, they let me run all these zaps simultaneously. And before that one's done, the other one actually finishes and looks up the value first, because that's the first thing that it does. So I'm assuming that's what's happening. So I'm going to update those fields. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say restart order. And I really hope this works this time, man, because So let's get some drinks. And to make this simple, to make sure that we're completely sure that this is a new order, let's just order a glass, and let's order 10 glasses of wine. Now that's been added to our order. So let's go ahead and check out. So there's our total. $70 right now is our total. We do wish to go ahead and check out. This is going to be a pickup, and we're going to pay online because we want to get a discount. So one thing that I actually need to do that I'm not doing is whenever we restart that order, I need to go into that order and actually clean up the spreadsheet and delete their current order. And that would help out a lot. So, but yes, I do want a coupon. So how about I get a coupon from you real quick, buddy? So grab me that coupon. He's going to grab me a new coupon from there, which he just did. Should be that guy right there. Was that guy right there. So let's go ahead and finish checkout. So now I can see that that discount was applied, see, because now he's a discount 14, he's getting a 56. And if I go to that invoice, he's only going to be for 56 instead of 70. So there he's got his actual discount there. And he's been discounted to 56.
Finally.
So now what I just actually needed to do that I realized is here.
The timing.
When would you like to pick this up? I really want to go in and add a delay here and give some 7-second delay to allow for that Zapier integration to finish up. But now that's done. That's what we essentially was wanting to do, was apply that coupon, get that coupon form, deliver him that coupon, and apply that coupon to his order. And that's been done because now he's got this discounted. Now he's got this discounted rate. So I would say the biggest part of our issue was just that, you know, the bot's going crazy, Zapier's going crazy. We didn't have enough delay time there, and those are all things that we need to actually take into account. And good testing, you know, that's why we need to do thorough testing. Good testing obviously goes in and finds all those issues and allows us to go in and make our adjustments and fix all those things.
Yeah, and the most important, how to fix it when you have a problem. If someone don't know how to fix it, he will run in a loop and he don't know how to do.
So, and yeah, a good way to figure out how to fix stuff, one is if you're dependent on Zap, go in and look at your Zap history, and it will go in and let you know if things fail. You can go in and look and see, hey, what failed, what actually happened. You can go in and actually make sense of what's going on and see, are things firing like they should be. Before, we clearly saw that things weren't actually firing on the Zapier side. Why is that? Because ManyChat was having some technical issues and they were not pushing our events out to Zapier, so Zapier could never fire them, and that was part of the actual issue. It wasn't delivering us our message, it wasn't pushing out our Zaps. So yeah, and that's part of the thing, is knowing how to go in, and if stuff's broken, obviously know how to figure out what's broken and go in and fix it. And that's why I told you guys, it's something that you really need to decide, is whether, you know, do you want to spend your time really learning how to do this practically, or so because you plan on practically doing it, or do you really just want to learn and understand the basics of it so that you can use that as talking points and selling points and focus all your time on client acquisition and getting new clients, and then just ultimately the development itself, outsourcing it to somebody who can do it much cheaper than what you value your own time at, and can do it even more efficiently as you. Because trust me, if you see me build this and it takes me 5 hours to build something, I can almost guarantee you that it's going to take you a substantial more amount of time than 5 hours. It's most likely going to take you some 10 or 15 hours. And if it wasn't for me training you for free, it would take you a shit ton of time because you wouldn't even know what to do. Even with me training you and showing you step by step, I know a lot of you guys are going to have to be like, well, shit, what did he do? How did he do that? Let me go in and watch the video again. Let me watch it a couple times. Now, shit, I still didn't get it. Let me ask him a question. So if something takes me 5 hours to do, then you guys could bet it's probably going to take
a month.
Yeah, it's gonna take you guys probably at least 15, 16 hours to go in and implement on your own. So now, even if, let's say, my guy's half as efficient as me and it's going to take him 10 hours to do, well, now his rate is significantly a lot lower than mine. So would you rather spend 16 of your own hours doing it, and those 16 hours you can't actually be out there acquiring new clients, getting new clients, which is that money? Or would you rather just tell my engineer, hey, spend 10 hours going and build this shit out for me. I'm going to spend my 16 hours that I would have spent doing this, and I'm going to go find us 2 or 3 more clients so that you have more stuff to do whenever you finish with these 10 hours. And that's all stuff that you guys have to figure out on your own. So
thank you, John. You spent a lot of time in this, and I appreciate this effort. And I know you didn't sleep all night and you're so tired.
Yeah, and I got 7 hours of training to give to you guys here in a couple hours. But lucky for me, I got a full coffee machine here, man. I got a bed. I got a bed right over here in my office where if I need to sleep, I just go crash out over here. Nice. I got a kitchen here. I got food and stuff here. And just about 30 minutes, I'm going to have an office full of people that could take care of me, go cook me breakfast, get me breakfast, or do whatever needs to be done. I got a bunch of guys
coffee for you
today. Yep.
Okay, I think that's it for today, and you need some rest.
Mm-hmm. I think this has been a good session, guys. So unless you guys have any other questions you want to have before we wrap up, then I think we could just call this a good one and see each other again soon. So we're
this
good?
will be uploaded by tomorrow or today, or when it will be.
Yeah, I'll go in and upload these guys here in a little bit. I got 3 of them already that I need to upload, these 3 sessions, and this will be the 4th one for today. So those guys are already uploaded. I need to upload this one. And then probably before I start the training sessions for today, I'll go in and actually upload all these inside, there.
Okay, nice. Okay, John, have a nice day.
All right, guys. Thanks for coming. See you guys.